Thank you very much to Trust Ice for sponsoring this video. 2 months ago, Lily Phillips slept with 100 men. And a few weeks ago, a documentary was released here on YouTube that followed her along for the ride. I intend to present to you 2 videos in 2 very different incarnations. I am, at my core, a man who does this to make people laugh. And I try and make people laugh by ridiculing things that I believe deserve ridicule. Oftentimes, the best way to tackle the insanity of the world we live in my opinion, is to laugh, because laughter is nature's best medicine. I do not think there is a subject any more deserving of some Mr. Banter ridicule than a woman who has rented out her muff for 9 hours to 100 different blokes. She's just done a 9 to 5, essentially, but her 9 to 5, she's not in all bargains on the till. No. She's shagging strangers. At the same time, I do see myself as a man with quite a strong identity and therefore strong points of view. And as you could probably imagine, I have a lot of real opinions regarding this whole ordeal. I don't want to float away with the fairies and start thinking of myself as a clinical psychologist when I'm just a slightly overweight man who takes a piss. But I also don't want to strip myself of my own opportunity to speak candidly on something that I feel I could add an interesting perspective to. So with that, this video is part 1. And in part 1, we're going to be doing what I think most people should be doing in response to this sort of degeneracy. We're going to be laughing at it. In the next video, that'll come a few days later, we'll take a look at what I've deciphered about Lily Phillips as a person from this documentary, rather than just making fun of the fact that she likely leaves a trail of slime behind her everywhere she goes, like an African land snail. If you are in full-time employment, allow me to first give you a little bit of background as to who Lily Phillips is. Big Lily Phil Mitchell is a 23-year-old OnlyFans hoe who has pushed the very boundaries of self-harm on a soul level by allowing over 100 different strangers in a 12-hour window to explore the wild, intricate cave system that naturally forms in between her legs. The coordinates of which are 17.5469 degrees north and 106.1440 degrees east for anyone who fancies a spot of caving. Just in case that joke's gone over your head, that's the latitude and longitude of Hang Song Dong. And no, that's not what the workers at your local Chinese say in the back room while they're preparing the meat for the sweet and sour pork. Hang some of that dog. Hang some of that dog, yeah? No. Hang Song Dong is actually the biggest naturally occurring cave in the world in Vietnam. There you go. Konnichiwa. In the Josh Pieters documentary that's been made on Lily, she states in her own words that the reason she started an OnlyFans in the first place is because she was in uni being a slut for free. So she thought she may as well make some money.
How did you get into doing this for a career?
Well, I started when I was at university. Very, very tame stuff. Hand bras, underwear, things like that. Because I was at university, I was like, I'm being a anyway, could make a little bit of money.
What do you mean by you were being a anyway?
Like, I was just being at university. Like, I was just sleeping around with everyone.
A classic, traditional, respectable young woman. Just a confident admission to an audience of millions that as a teenager, you were leapfrogging from willy to willy. So much so that it didn't make sense not to turn yourself into a digital prostitute because you were already moving like one for free. I'm sure her father has made absolutely no phone calls to Samaritans whatsoever. He's probably rang them twice in the last 12 hours. She's definitely made her money by having more spunk on her face on a daily basis than fucking Nivea moisturiser. Because when Josh walks into Lily's house, it's clear to see that it isn't the standard 2 up, 2 down, boarded up windows bando in Burnley. Let's just say that. Her ceilings are tall, her windows are massive, her kitchen fittings are all brand new. And all the while, she's balancing on the spectrum that much, she doesn't know how to make a fucking brew.
You know, I don't drink tea.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No, so this is probably going to taste like shit because I don't really know how to make it, but just good for one thing, me, honestly.
The man hasn't even been in your house long enough to take off his Eton-educated posh boy loafers, and you're already sexually objectifying yourself to him. It's almost as if she has nothing else to her of substance aside from the vicious growler between her legs, which likely has a welcome mat carefully placed underneath it. Lily goes on to show Josh Pieters, a sheltered posh boy who lives in Chelsea, by the way, the traffic cone that she shoves up her vagina.
You'll be shocked as to what goes up my ass.
I'm afraid that's just a cone.
It's a hefty thing. Go up either hole.
No, it can't.
You and I drive through the roadworks on the M1 and we see the cones laid out by highway maintenance. And we think to ourselves, traffic cones. Lily Phillips, same scenario, car behind you, she's looking at the cones, she's going, yeah, that could go up my arsehole, that could. That could go right up my fucking poo shaft. If that can go up her bum, genuine question, how does she go about turtling? Do you know what I mean? If she needs a poo, there's no toilets nearby. Surely at that point, it's just incontinence. She's in nappies, I imagine. No? You know, there was a time where freaks like this were confined to the circus, or in some rare instances, Benidorm. But now they're on OnlyFans, shoving traffic lights up the pussies for £500,000 a month.
You're gonna have sex with 100 guys. Do you ever think about what it would be like if you ran into one of them in the streets after that had happened?
When I did 37 guys in a day, I genuinely can't remember any of their faces.
Right.
Well, maybe if I saw that then like I'd recognise them. But...
Yeah. She's just said she probably wouldn't recognise a man she slept with by his face, but she would recognise him by his cock. Hiya, Lily! You alright, love? We've met before, me and you. Oh, I don't quite recognise you, pal. Do big old Lily a favour. Get your shaft and sack out. I might be able to recognise you then. Oh, okay. I remember you, pal. I remember you. Lily remembers you.
Before I had sex, I was never much for... I actually wanted to wait till marriage at one point. I just used to think it was a real special thing. As soon as I actually did it and had sex, I kind of realised that it wasn't special. And also that I just really loved it and really enjoyed it, and that I wanted to do it way more often. Anything in life that is special to us is only special because we have decided to assign that meaning to it. It's up to you, on a personal level, what you decide is or isn't special. If you have chosen to view sex as special, then sex will be special. But equally, if you have chosen to see sex as completely meaningless, like you have, Lily, then you'll bounce on 100 chlamydia cocks in a single afternoon and shove highway maintenance tools up your fanny. It's just all about personal perspective.
And do you think your partner one day will be someone from the industry, most likely, or?
Yeah, I talk about this a lot with my parents because that's the one thing I guess they worry about is like, will you ever find a boyfriend?
Your 23-year-old daughter is going round with a body count touching 1,000. It's likely that she's patient zero, carrying an unknown super hybrid of HIV that would shock medical professionals the world over. And the risk of her getting unalived is legitimately very high because she literally is inviting complete strangers into her house to sleep with her. And as a parent, your biggest worry is whether or not she'll manage to net herself a fella. She's netted herself the population of a small town of fucking fellas. There are bigger issues at play here, Mum and Dad.
There's so many guys out in the world. I think, you know, one poor bastard's got to marry me. I rather think it's going to be someone from the industry or someone who is into lending me out.
Lending you out?
Yeah. Like into hot wife or being a...
So essentially, Lily, what you're saying is when all's said and done, you're going to be settling down with Bevo. Marvellous.
I'm filming a video with a girl who's going to be sleeping with 100 guys in one day, and she is picking out her outfit for that day.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Does she find them on the internet?
Yes, so you can apply if you're a subscriber of her OnlyFans, so up to 100 people, and then the whole 100 of them get to have sex with her one at a time on the 19th of October in London.
Why the fuck are you telling a pair of OAPs the process in which to apply to a Lily Phillips gangbang? Nana's gone for a spot of Christmas shopping. Curiosity has got the better of the boring bitch and she's seen a South African on the pavement with a camera crew. She's approached. She's had a look to see what's going on, bless her heart. She don't get out much, she's missed tipping point, she's frustrated. Let's see what this is all about. She's had a 40-second conversation and she's found herself roped into fucking shagging Lily Phillips on OnlyFans.
Is this one of them fake taxis?
I don't know what's a fake taxi.
You don't know what fake taxi is? Have you never seen like it on Hub? It's called fake taxi, and basically the taxi driver ends up like f***ing the passenger.
Really?
Yeah.
Here we're witnessing a marvellous mixture of autism and being a whore, which has led to Lily Phillips sexually harassing a cab driver. She's got in a taxi, alluded to this likely married 55-year-old East London cabbie that she'd suck his dick to pay the fare. She's a millionaire, by the way. What a girl! What a girl she is. Right now, we're 10 minutes into what is a 40-odd minute documentary, and I'm starting to lose my will to live. So I'm going to have a much-needed break and give you a Trust Dice ad, which, compared to Lily Phillips, is going to be the most morally correct part of this video. Hey everyone! Ready to take your gaming experience to the next level? Today we're diving into the amazing bonus offers on Trust Dice that you definitely do not want to miss. Trust Dice has an incredible welcome bonus for new users. Whether you're into the gaming side of things or making sports bets, you can claim up to free BTC or the equivalent in your favourite cryptocurrency as part of your first deposit bonus. That is a massive boost to help get you started. And here's the exciting part. Trust Dice now supports credit and debit card deposits. You can use MasterCard or Visa to fund your account and start playing in no time. Plus, users can now start depositing traditional currencies such as EUR, CAD, KRW and BRL in just a few clicks. Easy, right? And it doesn't stop there. Trust Dice also offers free spins and ongoing rewards to loyal players. As well, with the Trust Dice TXT staking program, you can earn even more bonuses simply by holding and staking their native token TXT. You'll get dividends paid out daily. Yes, daily, while enjoying all the games you love. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to Trust Dice, pinned comment, for more bonuses and to claim your rewards today. Whether you're a new player or a long-time user, there's always a bonus with your name on it. Remember to play responsibly, and as always, have fun. Lily Grant Mitchell has rubbed off on Josh Pieters because he's now acting like a bit of a promiscuous queen himself by just tickling the audience's bollocks. Because the first fucking 28 minutes of this YouTube documentary is the veg. It's the veg on the side. It's him attempting and often failing to try and scrape some humanity out of Lily, which we will touch on in the next video. But for now, I want the meat and potatoes. I want to see the day where Lily gets carpet burn on her labia.
It's Lily's big day. It's raining. Never woken up so early to film sex. I've never filmed sex, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, mate. When you were at Eton, playing your games of bum fun with your other posh chums, you probably weren't setting alarms for all of that. You just had a go on each other as and when you felt like it. Yeah, I get you. I like how it's referred to as Lily's big day, as if she's like getting married or something else that doesn't split your soul into tiny little pieces. But no, she's just opening up her wishing well to the equivalent of 2 fully packed National Express coaches full of blokes. And she's going, "Come on in, lads, jump in, the water's warmer than it looks."
The first man arrived.
I'm here for the thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a bit early.
I'm Josh, by the way.
Oh,
Hey, nice to meet you.
I never really think about things before I do them, so I've just kind of do them and then think, oh, you know, was that okay?
Oh, okay, so as we can all see by this mentally well, every single screw in his head tightly fastened individual, there's zero chance that this whole cesspool of demonic ogre behaviour is going to attract any maybe mentally immature, vulnerable people. No! Not at all. No chance. Well, here we have a man who is confidently telling us that he doesn't actually use his brain before engaging in everyday activities, which is a telltale sign of either a fucking serial killer or just a man with actual cognitive impairment who has managed to slip out of the grips of his NHS carers without them knowing. And that is the first person who Lily Phillips will be absorbing the life force from, as if she's a Zubat in Mount Moon using Leech Life.
We received a text from Lily's team asking us to not draw attention to the rented Airbnb where the stunt was set to take place.
She's asked us to not be around the property so we don't draw attention to it.
I wonder fucking why! Perhaps the owners of the £2 million flat in Notting Hill wouldn't want a slapper who offers subscription deals on her muff to use it as a makeshift brothel. That's just my theory, of course, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, I came last night, yeah.
I came to last night after work.
Oh, guys, we are running behind.
I got in at 6 o'clock this morning.
Why the fuck are you digging your passport out from behind the couch, putting your liquids in small plastic bags, queuing up for 2 hours to get on an EasyJet A320 and flying all the way to London from Switzerland to shag a bird who has a very, very, very high chance of giving you actual 1980s Freddie Mercury style AIDS? And then the Geordie bloke who drove down last night after work, obviously his voice has been concealed, but no prizes for guessing who that cunt is. I'll give you a clue. Oh, well, I'm absolutely over the fucking moon that Tyson Fury lost, man, because he made me look like a right prick once in an interview and I haven't been able to let it go. Eh? What you fucking mean this isn't about Tyson Fury, you asshole? Everything's about Tyson Fury, you fucking asshole! Oh, aye, and I drove down last night to shag Lily Phillips because I felt there'd be a good chance that she'd be open-minded enough to take a big steamy poo on my big true Geordie chest. But I'm going to stay anonymous. All right, pet.
However, we were able to speak to another man as he left the Airbnb, although he seemed shaken by the experience.
How are you feeling?
It's not something I'd normally do, but I saw it. I thought, much well.
Yeah.
I think I saw it and I just thought, fucking might as well just do it.
How are you feeling, good sir? I'm posh. I'm posh as fuck. Did I mention I'm posh? I'm posh. Well, yeah, no, I'm sort of visibly, very clearly having a panic attack, mate, but no, overall I'm feeling 100, yeah. Thank you for asking, Boris Johnson.
After hours of waiting, we tried to get back into the Airbnb. We ended up being delayed by one of her assistant's boyfriends, a close-up magician who had been performing for men in the waiting room.
No, that is cool as shit, dude.
You just can't make it up, can you? If there was any question beforehand about the possible vulnerabilities of some of the men partaking in this stunt, they could all be wiped away now because Lily's team have ordered a fucking clown to make balloon animals for them to keep them calm. How old are the people she's meant to be shagging again?
She's took it like a champ. She's done so well. Every time I've said, are you okay? Do you need a breather? She's like, no, bring the next guy in.
That is Lily's PA describing how well she did taking 100 willies. And that description is almost identical to Peter Kay's biscuit routine, where he describes how well hobnobs react to being dipped in a warm cup of tea.
You dip an hobnob, it's like, again, dip me, again, I'm going nowhere, me son, dip me.
Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might?
Definitely.
Sorry. It's okay. Just take
yeah, 1 minute.
Those South Africans are a brutal breed, you know. Look at him! He's trying not to fucking laugh! Without that last clip, we could have been one and done with this video and moved on to the next topic. But I do think that right there, a shed of humanity was shown that I don't even think Lily is aware that she has. I almost feel as if she tries to bury it with humour, because that way she doesn't have to really come face to face with this dark reality that she has chosen and cemented for herself in this lifetime. I feel like there was a lot throughout this documentary that backs up what I just said, not just the crying, and we're going to explore it all in the next video. For now, thank you very much for watching, and a special thanks to my sponsor Trust Dice for making yet another video possible. Bye bye.